Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the game. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second down. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football, and you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU, stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
As a design quarterback keeper. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. You talk about a great way to start this game, for setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the out route. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. And now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch made on the left side. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score LSU 14, Texas 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
Will he score here? Touchdown Tigers! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes them pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The back's got it. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Grab down the middle. It's Callow. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
2nd down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Launching it. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made by the tight end. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got 1st and goal.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away.
LSU, Texas, 7.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Callow. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
LSU, 28, Texas, 7.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left side. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? He knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. He comes up with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Single back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Longhorns are in the red zone now. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Third down coming.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. They'll feed the back again. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line. No gain on 2nd down. Can they punch it in here? 3rd and goal from the 2. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
35, Texas, 14.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He lets it go on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Close to the tight end. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Texas 14.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Brought down at the 15-yard line.
LSU has moved into the red zone.
4th down.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door for the 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a 1st down.
It's now 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he'll be brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He did not make the 1st down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Well, he scrambled and scrambled. Doesn't get the ball away, and he's finally dropped for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Bringing pressure. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
Second down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
It's third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Here's a 1st and 10 play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Longhorns move into the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Lets it go. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ballgame. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a...